Good evening, everyone. Let me give you some game audio real quick. Yeah, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Yes, Your Eyes Do Not Deceive You. I am hosting, or casting even, a Taco Tuesday. We'll ignore that. Yep, Taco Tuesday. First one I have had the pleasure of casting, and we are on SMDM. Let me just do a quick. Okay, yeah, we're looking good on the frame rate. Looking okay on the frame rate, I should say. This is a multi-clan friendly match with a bunch of different clans. Actually, that's a good shout. Let me just do that real quick. We got the likes of Revenant in here, SAS, Taco, as you'd expect, 626, Merc, HLLE, 508P, and there's someone else. There's another 626. 9PZ, that's the other one. Right, okay, let's get into it. That is I hope, all the clans mentioned now. Trucks are away. Apologies for the rush start. I did have a game crash as the map flipped. But here we are. We've only missed the wall drop. Who really minds? A couple of... Oh, there is a rocket snipe going out. It's a little short. Hits the right area, though, if someone did... Oh, that rocket snipe wasn't far away from where it wanted to be. But yeah, we've got the main truck here coming up to... Sorry, the midpoint is Dugout tonight. And the surrounding points will be Battery and Hugo's Farm. So everything's going to be very much the west side of the map. You can see the first truck has disembarked, onto the 3-story house just southwest of Dugout. The strong point of Dugout. Oh, hello. Just a cameo from one of the planes there. Maybe I'll stay below the planes. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Good to see a couple of familiar faces from other events. It's going in favour of allies right now. I have to quickly check that my my logos are lined up. This is very a little last minute, let's say. Got Borat holding the strong point here. AT class sitting there, very much commanding the strong point. Can only assume that that was the truck that Borat brought in Smurfy on the assault class. Watching corners, led him prone. Sitting in a favoured bush, perhaps. Got Neil Warnock on the assault. And now the tanks are also getting involved. I think. So yeah, what we're going to see here. So yeah, we've got the opening cap, I think, going in favour of it is allies up there. Yeah, allies. Yeah. Just making sure. With the game restart, I was a little confused. Anyway, yeah. So in the favour of allies right now. They've got bodies on the point, all pushing in from this west-hand side. West-hand side? That's not a thing, is it? Anyway, it looks like Axis are going to favour the control of 5 ways, 5 points, 5 roads, 5-way junction thing, whatever you want to call it. Looks like they're going to favour taking control of that early doors rather than the dugout. We can see allies are going to try and get set up on point with a couple of defensive units. AT Rocket skims there. Skims the forehead of Flaming Bear Wolf and Sam C. That's away from Borat. Borat seems to be involved in a lot of the action right now, getting stuck in. Lots of smoke grenades out here trying to cover the approach. Ryborough gets taken down by Donny. Donny takes down Neil Warnock as well. Tank shells just flying up over from... Yeah, it must be this... Is it the light tank? Honestly, not sure if it's the Stuart. Could be. Also got a Sherman rolling in across the open ground just northeast of... I need to have a drink. Luckily I have some water. Take that as a reminder for yourselves to stay hydrated, if you do so wish. Quite a bit of back and forth, but at least we haven't seen Axis backing off just yet. Keeping the pressure applied to the midpoint should make for a entertaining game, rather than falling back to Hugo's farm. Got a bit of a flank going on here from Dino, Ethan, Travi and Wolfdog up against Mags, who's on the SL role, sitting on the very edge of the map. Has got support from a P4, which you can just see at the top of your screen there. Or top of your phone screen, or, well, I mean, yeah, you've watched it on some kind of screen. Mags going for the run in the open ground. Is someone going to... Gets the elimination onto whoever that poor fella was there. Who... Oh! Spots Dino. And progresses up to the map edge in line with the dugout. Very good push there from Mags, taking down 2. Look, going for his 3rd on Battaglia. P4 now in a advantageous position, overlooking the 3-story house and the roots that protrude out. I think it may be first. I think it might be time for map analysis. Let me just hand over to my colleague. Yeah, thanks for that. Right, so helps if I bring up the map. Right, let's have a look, shall we? So obviously we're going to see a lot of action around Dugout. Why am I? This is too zoomed in. Hang on. There we go. Right. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So what we're going to see probably is pushes from. We're going to see push from 5 ways from. Oh fuck's sake! I just missed the P4 dying. Right. Well. There's the P4 dead, and it was Wolfdog on the Métis. It's behind me, but you can't see him. Anyway, right, back to my little bit that I wanted to do, right? Right, it's got 5 ways. Axis are in control of 5 ways currently. They've got bodies up towards Hockey Stick, running in towards Gardens, trying to take down the garrison that the US have got set up over here. And what we will see is there's a couple of OPs just around this area here. And we're going to see the likes of Mags, as we saw. This will be Mags over here, I think. There you go. Supply drop coming down for. Oh, it's actually for allies. But yeah, trying to get a garrison up on the west side of Dugout, and a recon plane up too. That is from Axis. So they're trying to get a look at this stretch of land. Sorry, this stretch of land here, allowing for their units to push from this area over here across the map and wrap around into the back of the Dugout. So yeah, we're going to still see some defensive units positioned along here, defending obviously the take of Hugo's farm all the way down here. Now we will. Oh, I can zoom right in. That's too far though, isn't it? Really. But anyway, yeah. I've got a tank on point, apparently. There's a tank ping. Don't know if it's true, but we'll get to that. Anyway, that's map analysis. Right, back to my colleague in the studio. Oh, yeah. Thanks for that, Highway. Really appreciate it. Right, let's get back into the game, shall we? Let's see if that tank ping is true. It is indeed. Sherman has moved up to the west point. It's Matty Patati, along with his crew, Device and Stepbro. Gets the team kill, but not the kill. James, Ethan, Oreo pushing up around the back of the Sherman, coming up against Cadaver, Vatanen. Forgive me, Bezan, Randy Babandi, Smurfy and Mags. Yeah, so it was Mags over on the map edge. Coming up now against James, or James, if you're Spanish. Gets that garrison up, so that supply drop was from allies. OP's pinged. Garrison is up. This is a strong defense for allies right now. Let's go check over at 5 ways, shall we? We've got Ryborough, Neil Warnock, Borat pushing up towards five ways. On defence, in five ways, we do have Baked, Rivowler, Nash, Virgid, and Reddin, who are doing a pretty good job at the moment. Smokes are out from allies to try and cover their push in. Got Baron, Leffy, a large spawn wave there off of maybe an OP. No, it was a Garrison actually, two of the squad leaders there. Garrison up in hockey stick. So yeah, we can see all the pings here. So let's move on to the budget map analysis so you can see. Whoa, okay, my mouse sensitivity is far too high. So you can see, yeah, the spawns in here are going to be pushing down into. Okay, pink is really not the colour for this because it really does not bode well on the red background of the map. Let's go with a cyan colour, shall we? So we've got. Is that any good? It's transparent. I don't want it transparent, do I? Sorry, I'm just kind of like talking to myself a little bit. Can I even? Yeah, I can do 94%. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Right, so we've got these spawns here coming in, pushing towards five ways. They have actually during that segment overthrown it. There is you'll just see a little tanky tank there. Let's see what he's going to do. It is a Lux by the looks of it. I'll get my coat. Anyway, it is Captain Cookie, Glitterbeer, and Rentboy. Rentboy was very vocal on Blue Chat in the pre-match flip, with some interesting music. Did appreciate it. It was entertaining whilst I waited. Anyway, Sam C moving up from five ways towards Dugout. He's going to have to push through. Oh, great shot from the tank crew there. Where's that tank crew positioned? It must be the medium down here. Yes, indeed it is. They should be looking over to their right. Yeah, hell of a shot there from Deathface, Tej, and Jedmeal. Three-story house seems to be the focus area right now, with Cadaver, Donny, Bezin, Flint, and Mr. Tusk coming up against James or James and Sergeant Gold up. Spawn wave comes in off of an OP. Is that artillery? I'm not sure. Also, the rule set for tonight, I'd make the assumption of indestructible nodes, as that's usually a thing. And you usually have one artillery, but there is actually no artillery. Maybe that's the other. There's no artillery permitted. So given that both teams don't have it, and they usually rack up a hell of a lot of kills. So probably one of the rules here. We'll see about heavy tanks. There is actually one rolling out of the bottom left HQ. I'm not going to run all the way back to see that. Yeah, this three-story house is getting pushed from both sides here, along with 5 points, which has now been overthrown by allies. Allies have taken control of 5 points, five ways, and their defense is now going to be very strong here. But they haven't decided to push up onto Hugo's yet. I don't blame them after only 15 minutes of gameplay. You do want to see yourself stabilised before pushing out. Don't worry, it's Pepsi Max for now, but those who know me, we will have second half beers. Drink responsibly. Rocket away from, was it, well, Hood Al-Barat. Hits the glider, but gets 0 kills. Baked and Bowles. Baked getting the better of that engagement, and then takes cover. Nice little wave from the rest of his squad there. General Rockpile. Washer and Flaming Beowulf. Pinned down on the glider, really. It's going to be a tough way to get out of there, but they do hold some good space by standing there. You can see, oh shit. Airstrike March with the beautiful rocket, which takes down one and the outpost. So this is going to be their last spawn wave. There, that was a lovely rocket airstrike. Commendations for that. Just making sure that my stream isn't lagging. It does look alright, to be fair. But do let me know in chat if it's unbearably bad, and I will unplug my second camera, which seems to always be the culprit. I have tried refining my settings for this, which is why I can see the preview working a lot better than it was. And the Sherman now on a bit of a run. Matty Patati, Device and Step Bro going aggressive. Love to see the aggressive tank push now. Is any infantry going to push up with them? We've got Sergei and Neil one, but Sergei gets taken out. The tank takes a shot. They know the P4 is dead, which is probably why they're pushing in. The pings come out onto it though. Spawn wave comes in. AT are engaging. That's late Finn. One more rocket in the backside will eliminate the medium tank. Looks like Hunter's going to be the one to do it. And he does indeed. Unless that was the heavy tank. So the heavy tank today is the Tiger tank, which leads me to believe the Panther is banned along with the 75. Not that I'd see a 75 on the other team, but we'll go and look anyway. Who knows? So tank bans are standard, as usual. Yeah, obviously it's 76. Why am I even over here? But yeah, look at the position in here. Lovely setup with the Wheat Gnome, its Legionnaire and Big Stew, with a nice little hedge to retreat into when needed. When needing to stay hidden. And they've got a lot of SLs over there that can red chat enemy positions through to them or ping them. Now we can see here, actually, this is a great time to hand back over to my colleague, Highway to Map Analysis. Right, we'll just go back up. Oh, okay, thank you for that. Right, map up. Right, you can see, pointer, where are you? Right, you can see a lovely line going from here all the way down here, which is the Axis attacking line. So it's like here, coming up, lovely, going to be a coordinated attack pushing through to Dugout, hopefully. And then what we see is the tank support up in this area up here, and then we see all the infantry in these pockets around here. You just see OPs getting moved, but a lot of infantry holding the area here at front door. But what we also see here is a pretty aggressive push from allies down into this area here. This is a well-known spot for a garrison. It's in a little wooded area or a little wheat field. Can't remember which side of the line we're on. But yeah, usually pretty common and good to get established. But looks like actually Axis have just taken that out as I speak. Maybe the commentator's curse there. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, see how that goes for the push into Hugo's farm. What we'll likely see is, let me get my bearings, push from here down into Hugo's farm, but from the west over here. We see a bombing run coming out. Let's quickly get that on the screen. Whoa, sugar. That's the Axis bombing run, getting a couple there. As you can see, bombing run coming from west to east, clearing that strong point, and now pings coming out from the squad leaders. Back to you in the studio. Very smooth transition there, Highway. Thank you very much, Highway to Map Analysis. Really appreciate it. So you can see there the bombing run has allowed Party Boy to get in. Now we're going to follow the adventures of Party Boy and see if he ends up having a party on the point. One boy, one party. Spots the repair station, but obviously nothing he can really do about it. Unless he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna satchel it. Not a bad idea. Great 30-second satchel on there. Is there anyone that's gonna get caught out by it? Oh, maybe Dr. Bean Monkey. Maybe gonna get caught with the collateral. Party Boy now scouting around the point. Gets taken out by Dr. Bean Monkey, but the satchel does remain. Dr. Bean closes in towards the satchel. Is now slowly moving away, possibly going to be beyond that 20-meter radius of the satchel. Oreo does move closer. Oh, and he gets Oreo, but not Dr. Bean. But yeah, great takedown of the repair station. Nothing else apart from one kill seen there. That's a lovely shot, actually. You can see there just the focus that both teams have. You've got Axis in on the left there and Allies on the right, and it's just those two pockets just absolutely going at it, just fighting along this road. And you'll see, like we saw, an aggressive tank player move through here, and it went around the back, but it went kaboom. But yeah, we'll probably see something like that again, just trying to wear down the defences of Axis so that allies can push out of Dugout towards Hugo's farm. Very clever half track there, but will it get spotted by the tank? So we've got General Boot. Okay. Well, General Booty did try and hide a half track, but he did hide it on the side that the enemy tanks would push from. So the Stuart did get the elimination onto that. Mike Patati's crew device with the kill, and now we've got a bit of some of the blueberries moving up towards the Five Ways garrison location. You can see Baron hiding within the small building there. This is his view. Oh, he's got a satchel in hand. And he's like, you know what? This is going through the letterbox today. Delivery. Delivery, says Baron. Interesting strafe run. But a strafe run nonetheless. Baron now clearing the area where his satchel's been placed. But I don't think he's going to get anyone. Ruwawla needs to hold his run if he wants to survive. I think he's going to run... Oh, okay, he's running to a crossfire anyway. 0 kills on the satchel. General against Wolf DDG. And Hood coming out on top in that engagement. Moving towards Five Ways. It's going to be a 3v3 here. We've got Flaming Virid. Redden against Wolf Ryborough and Wolf DDG. And now it's 2v1, sorry. Looks like Reddin's going to try and hold the fort solo. But that looks like allies are realising the threat coming in towards 5 points. And they are trying to retake that. You can see both teams trying to get control of that area. We haven't seen much action on the in the right side 2 columns really. We've not seen anything happening over here, unless I've missed it, but you would like to see a recon. It's probably how the half track got round, but I missed that. But yeah, recon tank maybe getting round and just trying to barrel through the back lines. My green screen, so I taped a little bit of my green screen back, but actually has ended up okay. Sorry, anyway, I digress. Yeah, I'd like to see a recon tank just running through the back lines and trying to clear some more Ps and maybe a garrison or 2. But yet to see that be successful. So there's the battle of the 3-story going on here. 2 down for Axis, 1 down for allies. Oh, a lovely rocket away from Battaglia there. That was a pretty nice shot, to be honest, to thread it through the door. Satchel goes off for someone. Unsure as to who it was, I didn't catch it. Sorry, just getting my phone sorted with some messages and shit. Very professional, I know. Oh, rocket away there from the, is it Hungry Mexican? I can't remember what he's called. Something like that. Sorry, read your name quickly, but yeah, it doesn't connect. And Cadaver and Smurfy can push out into Dugout. Looks like this may be the attack where they can retake. That's lagging on both my screen and your screen there, so don't worry. Do not retune your televisions. Front line numbers are now lacking, and we've got 3 squads, sorry, are now on map edge. We've got George, got Travi, Dr. Bean, Solar and Faded coming up against Cicatos, Revolve, Mags and Fasten. And it's 3/4 of a KRRC reunion over here. And Fasten not having his best moment there, with the curse of the commentary camera. Tiger backing up, going back for cover maybe. Captain Cookie and crew. Mags avenging his fallen teammate, killing Faded, but Faded gets avenged by Solar. Solar coming back in off the OP. And now the 76 v Tiger battle is also going on adjacent to these infantry battles, which is why the Tiger just over there has retreated. They want a call out or clear sight. Now the medium, is it the P4? Sorry, the P4 there. The 76 has got better eyes than me. Looks like it could be a Tiger actually. Let's just confirm that. It is indeed a Tiger, yes. So 2 Tigers, 176. They are in the Tiger's den right now, as opposed to the Lion's den. Outnumbered 2-1, but can the 76 be victorious? Pings are out, and they were accurate till it moved. Looks like this map edge fight is still ongoing. Fasten holding what they call a heady, where the enemy can only see your head. Look at this lovely Belgian gate use there from Mags. And the 76 has been destroyed. I can only assume it was the Tiger tanks working together. Yeah, the Tiger tank has taken some damage, so they will have been engaging. However, there is another Allies tank that I can hear, but I can't see it. And I'm blind. I'm legally blind. I can see. Barely. If you understand the reference, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Oh dear. Okay, bombing run just a little too south of the seems to be a I hear this keeps happening. I mean, that what keeps happening. Common theme seems to be that bombing runs are just too far, like northeast, south, or west of the kind of road that players are holding. Seems to be just a couple of meters off getting a really good multi-kill. Yeah, Wolf Dog. I think he took down a garrison there, but I'm not too sure. Was there a Gary? Yeah, it would be around. No, you couldn't get it in there because of this one, I don't think. But maybe OPs. Dave Cadaver. It looks like Allies have taken the westernmost point of the dugout. Yeah, they've cleared all the OPs, pushing through nicely there. Very well played from them. It looks like Mags and his squad of Revolve and Fasten are going to have to rethink here how they approach this. They're in a pretty tough spot there with very little cover. Faded Oreo against Mags and Fasten. Now it's just Fasten holding his own, takes down Battalia, but doesn't last too much longer. Revolve on the next spawn wave, taken down too quickly from Fade. Looks like they're just going to hold that position of the OP now and quote unquote farm it. That's the other tank that I was thinking of. There you go, it has got a ping on it. There's the other 76. Has taken damage. The Tiger tank has ricocheted. I didn't see what the 76 did to the Tiger. And they are just shooting through the tree now. The 76 will retreat. No rep station in sight. Great work from the tank crew there to try and get the final hits on, but unfortunate with the ricochets. Quick check of 5 points and AA Network. AA Network seems to have a lot of blue on it. So AA Network is fully under Axis control with only Molester pushing in from the trenches, and now Hood moving in from 5 points. I like this position from Ryborough. Let's see what Ryborough does. Who I think has joined HLLE, possibly, in recent times. Nice to see him getting involved in these mixes. Shout out to you, Ryborough. Tactically using his smoke grenades to push up to Reddin and Virid. Hasn't needed to check his corners just yet. He's probably... no, he's not the most advanced. There is a lot of mines down this bit. Are we going to see a cheesy kill here from the mines? Ryborough just being overwatch for the wheat or the grain or the crop. Oh, there's one mine. He's on the correct. He's managed to be lucky there and pick the right side of the hedge. Yeah, usually this lags quite a lot, but this is actually quite smooth for me anyway. Oh, unfortunate there. Wrong place, wrong time. Bombing run out from Axis gets the clearance on the westernmost point of Dugout on that road that you can see pinned there by enemy outpost. However, Private, Better Pile, James, Oreo and Savvy are still holding their ground in this courtyard. Spawn wave comes back in from all the outposts which survived the bombing run. So you got Faded, Solar, Ethan, Battalia up against a Tiger Tank with Watcher ND supporting on the infantry role. On the SL. Mr. Tusk, unfortunate. But it is a bit of a death wish. Right, we've kind of got 3 areas of interest going on now on the map, so let's hand back over to Highway to Map Analysis. Over to you, buddy. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for handing over so smoothly. So what we've got attack number 1, attack number 2, and then attack number 3. Those are kind of the 3 groups here. So we've got number 3 moving in just from over here. They're going to be trying to loop around the back of Dugout. We've got the map edge, which it seems to be the most action really on the map edge here. We've got a lot of raspberries versus a lot of blueberries down here. I'm not really sure how this is going to pan out. We've even got tank support, and no doubt tanks returning. We do have a ally half track moving out for the flank, and a spawn wave coming off a couple of garrisons there for the defense of this corridor here, which is the door for them to loop around the back of Dugout, which is what they're of course trying to do. Anyway, we can also see, and I do like a half track, you can see a half track just down here. Anyway, tanks are engaging. Let's get back to the action, back to you in the studio, right? Yeah, thanks for the smooth hand back there, Highway, to map analysis. Tiger Tank is engaging, but only Ethan on AT to really contest this, but not much in the shape of infantry support on the far west. Tank is going to be very alone. Mags, Watcher, Dave, Facet and Smurf, you're going to have to try and support from the main road. A few more spawns coming in as well. And onto attack area number 2, which we just described. We've got General, Late, Finn and Sam C moving up towards the 3-story house, trying to pincer the defensive units here. You can see a lot of blue on the screen now and not too much red. I think Trabby, James, Dr. Bean are going to maybe be in trouble here. Are going to be overwhelmed by the number of blueberries pushing in, or number of Axis forces. So there is a fair few coming back onto defence now. Yeah, we've got George, Ethan, Savvy, Faded and Princess on defence. Still haven't seen much action on Hugo's farm. I think they've probably realised that now, and defensive units are nil. Thaco Thursday. Yeah, that's a good show actually. It is Thaco Thursday. It's just that usually it's on a Tuesday, obviously, if you couldn't tell. But given the current climate of popularity in the game with the World Cup going on and the lovely weather that we've had over in this part of the world, not many people are playing video games to pass the time. So there you go, if you were wondering why. But anyway, we don't talk about the World Cup anymore, it's over and done with anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it appears that reinforcements have been deployed on Dugout, and they have upped their numbers. Also, it was Hungry Mexican, that was absolutely right. What can I say? Well remembered from me. Yeah, so attack. Okay, now it looks like Axis forces are really concentrated on the three-story house area, whilst yeah, let's go to the old-fashioned map analysis so you can see. Oh dear me, let's zoom in slightly, clear that, and move down to about here. Yeah, so we've got the main attack in this circle here, trying to move into, of course, Strongpoint. Strongpoint is actually getting capped right now, but what they've realised is that allies are all in this area over here, trying to hold what they think is maybe a push coming in from this area. There is a garrison here, which they are probably threatened by, and now we will probably see a lot of red. I can speak over the recon plane that's just come out. And the recon plane has come out from both squads there, both teams, sorry, in very similar usage styles, but trying to ping the front door. So yeah, the Allies recon plane is going to get a lot of pings off of that. They're going to be in trouble, but they are pushing up confidently. How is General in this location? What in the world is going on? How long is he going to last in this open field? Party Boy getting aggressive again. Let's see a satchel player here. Faded shooting the M1 Garand to his right hand side, but not. Oh, he's seen the target. He got greedy. Not greedy, but blinkers were on. He wanted the 76 satcheled, and it looks like Better Pile got the better of him. Bombing run out from Allies, and it's currently on 0 hits. And Washer may be the only casualty there. And the rest of them getting caught following the bombing run's end. Obviously, the US expecting the aggression from Axis there and holding angles very well. And you can see now the amount of red and the displacement of red. They're very clean here across Dugout. Axis maybe not quite back to square one, but back to square 3, let's say. Back to square 3. We are approaching the halfway mark of this game, so if you haven't already, if you watch this on YouTube, that is, the following is appropriate. If you haven't already, please drop the video a like. Pushes me up the algorithm, helps me out, and it's free. If you want to see more of my content, and of course you can subscribe, again, that is free. And if you see any of your, see yourself, see your mates, if you see any good moments, any bits I missed that are just funny that I missed, pop a timestamp in the comments. I enjoy going back and watching them and seeing what I missed or what I captured that I didn't quite clock at the time. What bit you enjoy, really. But yeah, that's also, I mean, I'm just going to shamelessly go through the whole thing, I guess. If you're watching on Twitch, then do feel free to follow me. That is also free. And then this is the part that you don't have to do, well, you don't have to do any of it. But this is the bit that's just like a nice to have. If you do wish to support the channel, then you can of course subscribe on Twitch, which is not free, unless you have Amazon Prime, which you can subscribe for free with the Twitch Prime sub, and they are all very much appreciated. Anyway, enough of my waffle, enough of my crap. Looks like the 76 is getting accurately pinged by squad leaders and the commander. Attack mark out from probably the tank commander's crew. It looks like this might be the moment they get down the western map edge. Unless there's a spawn wave Fasten just holding angles. Wolfdog trying. Looks like this is going to be the key through. Once they break through, it's going to be the win condition here, because I don't think they can get through 5 ways. 5 ways is too heavily guarded by this collection of OPs. You've got OPs around A network. You've got OPs around 5 ways. Oh, P-Strike, where? Sugar! It's on the tank! Oh, that's so unlucky! Oh, that's so unfortunate. He would have got an engineer. He did get one, I think. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Savvy on the manual repairs for the tank from Matty Patati and Device. And it was Stepbro who got taken down by the collateral. How unfortunate was that? Very close on the P-Strike. Unfortunate to miss their general booty. Still holding that line that we mentioned earlier. If you're wondering, this line here is the line that is going north-south, north-south with the momentum of the match. Still only seeing one cap. And the moment that we hit 44.59, I will be grabbing a beer and hopefully my voice will sort itself out. Mags is adamant to stay on this western map edge with Fasten. Looks like Revolver's moved on and gone elsewhere. Being requested in another location perhaps. James and Ethan. The first name duo. Moving forward nicely. Okay, never mind. Ethan swiftly dealt with after popping his head over the berm. This is an interesting little setup, isn't it? Let's get a bird's eye view on this, shall we? So we've got red on the left of the screen, blue on the right. He's going to be victorious. Casualties for both there, 1 for 1. 3v2 now. George and Late Finn could see each other if they look the correct way. Looks like they're both going to be missed. Sam C going around and taking out George with a headshot. But Lefe BVRE with the takedown. Late Finn now the only remaining member of that pre-mentioned group. But there is a spawn wave now. Party Boy and K Dishbo. Moving up to take down Better Pile, Donny, Flaming Bear, and Washer, Ruwowler, the whole gang really, holding this area south of the glider. Ryborough sitting on the glider. Vantage point, looking for a target. Sorry, I did say the moment it hit 44.59, I've missed it by 15 seconds. Apologies. Right, it's beer time. Just talk amongst yourselves a second. Time for a beer. You know it. I love twist tops, man. It's so much easier than having to look for a bottle opener. Cheers, everyone. Right, have a good thirsty Thursday. Whoa, stick drift. What in the stick drift? So yeah, we are over halfway now. Still only one cap. However, the point is contested. There seems to be quite a bit of activity going on. Got Watcher ND in the 3-story house against... I was going to do a Borat brush now. I'm going to stray away back from that. Borat and Savvy. That was a better gulp. Watcher in general, Party Boy and Sam all closing in on the courtyard adjacent to 3-story house. I think that was the OP being taken out by Savvy, which is Watcher's OP. Ethan. How do I go through walls again? There we go. Oh no, he's shot a little... Oh no! And Savvy with the savage mag dump onto Watcher there. Very unfortunate to not misfire, but obviously didn't realise there was multiple tangos in the vicinity. What is going on over here? We've got Oreo on a tank. Oh, we got Panther. Sorry, I take back my previous statement of tank bans. All tanks go, apparently. All tanks are a go. So Panther tank or 75 if the 76 is on cooldown or whatever, although most people always wait. Pardon me. Yeah, Oreo now sat on the tank. Might see a peace strike out if communication. How unprofessional of me. Sorry, it's been a long day. And Ethan with the rocket there onto the Panther tank. Great shot into the side there. The gun was turning for him. And the defensive line seems to have calmed down, got themselves comfortable. However, we have flanks, we have Smurfy, we have, yes, the half-track usage now. So, back to the map analysis board. Over to you, Highway to Map. Thank you very much, Highway to Heal. Pleasure working with you, my friend. We see this green half-track here has been the start of this flanking manoeuvre. Units moving in around the western map edge to run into the dugout from the backside, which has been wonderful. It's worked beautifully. However, there is currently a 76 just at the top of my pointer there, which has dealt with some of the infantry in the meantime. However, this half-track remains unlocked and able to spawn on. There are multiple OPs around it, allowing for squads to spawn in quickly and run straight into dugout. I think we may see something happen here. Let's get back into the action. Back to you in the studio. Yep, thanks again for that, Highway to Map. That was great, great analysis, if I say so myself. I think you've got the, what's the word? I think you're on the money. I think you've hit the nail on the head. Oh, bang on the money. That's the one. Bang on the money there. I think you're absolutely right. General Booty being the aggressive commander there. Tank is going to cause some problems here, but Flint, I assume, has got a satchel and needs to move up slowly to the 76. 76 has spotted him though and takes him out. And George, Better Pile, and the 76 now are going to be pushing in, but the point is flipping. You can see defensive units from the three-story house are retreating back in panic. We've got Trevi, Hood, Borat, and Battalion Animal, and Leffy, and a lot of others. But yes, we have a lot of... Okay, tank shell comes out, and I think that was an airhead, possibly trying to hide an airhead in the bush, but not pulling off, not pulling off that move. Capway is now flipped in the reverse motion in favour of allies. However, Axis do still continue to pile into the point. Latefin, Party Boy, trying to get into the strong point, trying to increase that cap weight, which it now has. Bombing run comes through from probably allies there, which goes on the route that the Axis are using from Gardens. So for those who, I mean, most of you will be aware, let's be real, but this is Gardens that pushes down this road into the dugout. That is what Axis are trying to do right now. There's a bunch of allies down here. There's a bunch of allies here. Let's see how this pans out from here. Strafe run comes out. Garrison has been replaced on dugout, but it looks like Virid is going to take this one down. Satchel goes off on dugout. Virid takes down the Garrison. P4 moves up into an aggressive position. Flint versus Dr. Bean Monkey, and the MG gets the better of Flint, who probably had an MP40. We have a Dave as well on the first name group of players. James, Ethan and Dave. I'd like to see them in a room together, just the battle of the first names. Anyway. P4's in a lovely spot, and unfortunately Ethan has just ricocheted. And now they front face towards Ethan, and a HE shell makes him no more. General IQ. Or is it Iqbal? I don't know. But he's moving in aggressively. Is it going to be a satchel play here? Proxy satchel, perhaps. But no, he doesn't get the opportunity. Smurfy making sure that doesn't go through. Puspus being the only ally player. Oh, no, sorry, and Hood. Okay, never mind. There's quite a few now moving in, but it looks like the point is going to flip in the opposite direction towards Axis. Opa Frank, Dishbo, and the P4 being the front door of that attack. We've got Jedmeal, Tej, and Deathface, who were responsible for some allies' heavy casualties. 35 minutes left on the clock, and that is when we had the point flip. Dugout goes in favour of Axis. Now, let's see what happens here and how the teams react. Already got a garrison up on Dugout for Axis. 2 tanks watching the strong point area. However, there is a 76 watching back at them. Oreo gets too aggressive and runs straight into enemy fire. George taking it a little slower, going through the trenches, methodically working out his next move. And there you go. Patience pays off, and late Finn taken out by George. So yeah, the garrison is very well hidden actually. It's positioned just off to one side. Got supplies down, ammo boxes down. We've got Party Boy down, the flanking satchel specialist. Now the 76 backing up, trying to buy some more time. Rocket from late Finn going just over the turret of the 76, does not connect. And now let's see how the team's set up here. We do have Mag still pushing map edge with Fasten and Baked. And if they can control this area over here, take out this house squad OP, they will be in luck, and they will hold this fairly well. So the commander's coming over to build a garrison in this position, as potentially as a radar. Trevi taking out Baked and maybe Fasten. Didn't see the whole engagement. Also, disclaimer, my head isn't that shiny, it's my camera and the amount of lights I have in here, it's stupid. Every stream I look like I have a greasy head, and I do not. Like, look. Like, if it was grease, it would go, right? I've got a shiny head. Imagine if I was bald. Just a big, shiny, bald head. Anyway. Fasten using the tank wreckage as cover. Checking his corners. Let's go first person on him, shall we? And of course, what he is currently seeing, we do not see the same. This is a common thing. It looks like Fasten's getting a bit of stage fright with the shake of his gun. But yeah, that piece of tank that's in the way there won't be on his screen. And he will be able to see faded, of course. And that's the end of that chapter. Looks like allies are really going hard on this western map edge. They've got House Squad pushing in. They've got the tanks, the tank crew ×2 actually. They've also got a lovely repair station spot there, which is repairing the further north 76, which is currently just suppressing. I've just realised I might need to post my stream link in a couple of places. Bear with me. I'll put it in the general chat. Right, there we go. In one general chat will be enough, right? Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you for those who half an hour ago clicked that link. You're all welcome and appreciated. And it looks like defense has... Oh, there is a half track setup alongside an OP or two. Point is contested even. The tank players from... Oh, might have spoke too soon here, but the Allies have got a lovely tank set up. The heavy tank from Axis is engaging. They've misclicked with a tank ping, so yeah, the Tiger tank sat out there in the middle of the screen is trying to engage these 276s, but they do have a repair station. One of the 76s has been taken down. The other one is now going to play off of this repair station. One in from the Tiger tank off to one side. Where is... Oh, sorry, it's an AT gun. We've got Hunter on the AT gun. Love to see it. You'd love to see it. There is some blue chat going on, but we just missed it. Looks like the 76 has retreated back into cover. Oh no, it hasn't. Sorry, it is heavily damaged. It could maybe one or two shots now. The Tiger and the AT gun need to try and work together here to complete this tank. Oh, and that's the AT gun just narrowly missing the elimination. Sorry, just pings coming through. Not that important pings, but look at that for a view. Again, quite commonly said to be honest, but wall of red. Something like that. Against wall of blue. And then a little fight going on up there. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be that, it's going to be that, and then it's going to be that, and then it's going to be that. These are the fights we're going to see, and then we're going to see a little fight going on up here at the top of the screen towards Hockey Stick, which of course is this thing here, if you didn't already know. Heavy tank moving up to the crest of the hill. Tiger tank sitting in a lovely spot there. I do like to have a tank over here, close to the point, playing with your infantry. It's been a great game to spectate tonight. 2-point flip. Well, the initial point cap and then 1 flip has occurred. So Allies did take the initial, and Axis have flipped the point in their favour onto Dugout. And bombing run out from Allies gets Frank. And maybe Dave. Just Frank. Just the 1A. Mags, Fasten and Hunter now moving up towards Borat and Leffy. Fasten just, sorry, itchy nose. Fasten just taking it easy around the hedges. We'll come back. Is there anyone on a mad flank? We've got 2 players back here. We've got Baked and Simply. Should have read them in the reverse order, really. Simply and Baked, who are looking for these defensive OPs. General Iqbal and Airstrike March being the victims of their push. OP taken down, Baked moving in to take down the garrison, which has been placed within a bush, but this trunk has really given away its position. Quick takedown from Baked. Molester now in sight. Misses 1, hits with the 2, and his friend Simply is still alive. And we've also got 6-7. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it. There's already a gif of me doing it, so I'm not doing it. Okay, looks like Gardens is going to get surrounded fairly soon. Got Riwowler, Infinite Bazio. Sorry. Infinite Dabzio, I think. Sorry, you named a speed before I could complete my analysis of your name. Simply Nash and Riwowler moving up towards Neil Warnock, Ryborough and Wolf Dog. It's taken out by the tank shell or AT shell or satchel or whatever explosive you want to accredit there. Riwowler, Ryborough, Riwowler the victor. And it looks like Axis have really got comfortable now on the defensive point. They are spreading quite nicely out northwest and northeast of Dugout. Very nice to see. Very nice to see indeed. More half tracks. And there is a flanking Sherman moving around towards the hamlet. And there is also a... I'm guessing that's stuck in a ditch. I am enjoying this, the amount of half tracks being used here for those extra spawns. What was that? 76? Yeah, 76 taken out. Was defending this garrison, and this might be the opening now for Flint Mags, Vatanen, and of course Hunter as well. Faded trying to hold this garrison all by his lonesome. Oh no! Oh, spawn wave comes through. Got the Pebble, the commander, Travi, Battalia, and Dr. Beam. Okay, never mind. Oh, he's been taken out pretty quickly. A rocket away, trying to find that, trying to connect with that garrison. Flint would have seen Battalia on there, but rocket connects with 2 from Hunter. Great rocket there. Hunter's been involved in all sorts of engagements tonight. Doing very well. Baker squad really struggling to place that enemy garrison marker there. I'm not sure who that was, but went down as enemy supplies, then enemy outpost, then enemy garrison. Spawn wave comes through. Mags gets taken down by Battalia. I hate this stick drifting now. I'm going to have to sort this shit out. It's like whenever I just stop, it just moves up. Quite funny though. Anyway, Spawn wave comes through of 6 on the garrison, so area is currently going to be defended. 22 minutes left on the clock. 20 of those will need to be used to initiate the cap on the dugout if they want to become the victors. Tank engagements are continuing. Can hear tank shells being fired. Not too sure where the tank. It's the Tiger or Panther. It's the Tiger. Oh, an interesting little perch from Jedmeal, Tej, and Deathface. Sorry, Deathface. This is certainly not a Death Wish. You have a very nice elevated position here. You can see the gun pointing straight at the commander over there. If they aim a little lower, they could get the garrison, I think. Yeah, interesting arrangement there from the Tiger tank. Great thumbnail, if I can be bothered to sort it out. Okay, let's watch front door heading towards gardens, which I'm not sure how they're going to attack battery. I don't know if they are going to. They're just going to kind of keep the pressure up forward, but yeah, you know what? Let's hand back over to map analysis, shall we? So we'll head over to you, Hybrid, to map. Yeah, thanks very much. So, main push out of Dugout is going to be up this road towards Gardens, which is a favourable place and does have a garrison just there for allies. So once they push up through here and then take out this garrison, they will want to move to the west and move into the strong point of battery. If they're going to attack battery, that is. They possibly won't. And then the other push, which we've obviously seen quite a fair bit of, is attack onto this garrison here, which has been defended very well by our allies. They know it's critical. They know they need to hold this. If they get through the western side, battery will fall very quickly, I'm certain. And we do have a bit of a battle going on over here, over at 5.5 ways, 5-way junction thing. But there are both, I'm going to call them friendlies and enemies because you know what I mean, friendly and enemy outposts in the area, allowing for this fight to continue and no one to really be victorious. But anyway, that's your map. Soak it in. You're not going to see it for much longer. Right, anyway, back to you in the studio. Yeah, thank you again for that Highway 2 map analysis. Very much appreciate that that update. It's really great working in a two-man team. Gives me a break of my voice. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Recomplaint out from the US, trying to just get some information. There is an airhead coming down. No, sorry, supplies coming down. But there are airhead pings on 5 ways. Is there an airhead? That is the question. I don't see it, and it's not on the. It's not here unless it was taken down. But there is supplies coming down, which means they want to get a garrison up here. They want to. Yeah, they're going to be pushing from there. They've actually lost the garrison on the western side. Now, if Axis capitalise on that, then battery will fall fairly quickly. However, the commander, along with Savvy and George and the Pebble, are moving west to try and retake that area. Oh, it's Axis supplies. Sorry, I thought it was going to be given the control of the area. I thought it was going to be allies, but anyway, no. Sorry, Axis supplies down. No doubt an allies player will take that out fairly quickly. They think there is a garrison here, but there is not. Oh, it's a place garrison mark rather than a enemy garrison. Sorry. Ryborough spots the supplies taken out, and his OP is up as well. Really controlling that area. See the front door battle. Let's follow Sam C and Oreo. Oreo laid him prone. Oh, satchel goes off. Who was that? I don't see anyone close by, so maybe it was a satchel and then a death. That got a fair few, maybe 3, 4 players. It does relieve a little bit of the pressure on the front door there, but MG from Dave suppresses the gardens well. Defensive numbers for Axis are very strong, as you can see. Not too many players are straying far from the strong point, knowing that hold that position and they'll win. However, look at this old-fashioned map analysis coming in. We've got, look at this, all of this is red. All of that map control allowing them to run up this road, take out that garrison, or is it? It's a garrison. Take out that garrison, and then they want to push into the back of this house. Then they want to get the spawns up here, and then they want to, oh, with the aid of this bombing run does connect with a fair few, but not too many. Yeah, then they want to get the spawn up here, and they want to push into Dugout from the backside. I wonder if it will pay off for them. Let's wait and see. They have got a bit of a task getting up that main road though. Not really a main road, but oh my god, I'm tired. Not really a main road, but anyway, it's only Molester now who is pushing this area. We still have an OP and a garrison. Dino now moving in. We have a peace strike. We have a peace strike onto the tank right there, and it does miss narrowly. It did just miss the tank there. You can see it's placed just on the wrong side of the hedge, so still a 0 peace strike connection rate. I was very lucky to catch that actually. Right, beer number 2. And if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, comment, the rest of that jazz. I enjoy doing this, and it's nice to feel like a visual representation of your appreciation. That's a pretty good line actually. I like that. I might use that before. I might use that again. I like to have a visual representation of your appreciation. I'm gonna trademark that catchphrase. Yeah. So yeah, please do go to the effort to help a small streamer out. Anyway, back into the action, and I say action, but I don't want to see too much happening now unless we see a bit of a wild airhead play from allies, which is possibly going to be saved for the last 8 minutes, usually. I've spectated enough of these games to know what's coming. Lovely garrison network though. We've got from Axis, we've got a garrison up here, we've got a garrison here, we've got a half track, we've got a garrison here, got a garrison over here. Lovely setup, and they're actually asking for a garrison to be set up here, so you can see there you've got like your 4 front door garries that will watch here, here, here and here. You've even got a half track as backup. It's going to be a bit of a radar system. Supplies down on the left hand side of your screen. Excuse me. Drank that one a little too fast. Garden seems to be the hotspot now for the action, so let's jump in with Sam C. Sam C, man. Let's jump in with Bezine. Get below the canopy. Oh, a lovely tactical spot there, mate. Is Bezine going to see Dino Dino running to his south? No, he is not, but he gets a couple of shots onto Temp. And he does get the kill onto Temp. Washer is trying to get Satchel on. Satchel goes on, but the tank gets taken out by, as they say. Bye. I think it was 6-7, and I'm not doing it. No tank is looking in this area. It was 6-7. Great tank takedown there, and now you can see the Blueberries are pushing from Gardens in towards Battery. There's even a little fight going on the western map edge. Hunter and Tuss somehow find themselves in a raspberry sandwich right now. Faded's gonna, yeah. Tusk is waiting patiently. Bush won't protect him from all the bullets, but only from the eyes of the enemy. Look at this push going in off of Gardens. Defense has been left. I think there's going to be a call here for everyone to spawn over on Gardens. A few squads to stay back. We've got Fasten and Mag still holding that map edge. They have been absolute troopers, sitting consistently on this map edge, fighting to and fro, making sure no one makes that flank. You can see there the Tiger, the Tiger tank creeping up. Jedmeal jumping into the external spotter role. And they apparently have spotted a tank, but they have not, unless it's this one back here, which is the Wheat Gnome and Co. They have seen it. The ping was just in the wrong place. But yeah, the 76 now moves in and will expose their position. Tiger with one in. But again, they have a rep station, consistently having rep stations up, these tank crews. 2 in for the Tiger, and they will probably pop the tank into reverse fairly soon. 1 more in, and we will see the tank probably reverse. There you go, tank is reversing into cover, going to be fully repaired by the station that they have already got prepared. Back to this push from Gardens with Washer coming out on top against Molester. Washer moving in through the foliage and stopped by the hay container. You can see the positions here. Small pocket of raspberries pushing towards Dugout to try and put some attacking pressure on. 9 minutes remaining. 9 minutes remaining. And that means there's only 7 for allies to get bodies on the attacking point, as you do need 2 minutes to complete the cap from start to finish in one fluid motion. Any break in the cap progress, so say it gets contested for 5 seconds, will of course increase that required time by 5 seconds, for example. Do we want one more map analysis? Do we? I think we do. Right, over to you, Highway to Map. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. Really appreciate it. Right, anyway, it helps if you put the map up. Yeah, thank you for that. Right, so We can see a lot of blueberry presence in this area here. They're trying to overthrow the gardens, trying to push in from east to west to put some pressure onto Battery. However, the Allies are trying to answer back with a push on western map edge here. You can see a pocket of raspberries here, trying to move south into what would be this Tiger tank's position, which is going to be difficult to overthrow. So if they run that way, they need some AT to deal with that tank. However, they are also running down this road here into the strong point Dugout, which is of course the win condition. They need that to win 3-2, and the Axis just needed to really defend that. But putting the pressure onto Battery does obviously pull some of the attacking pressure back to defend, makes their job a hell of a lot easier. Anyway, back to you in the studio. Get back to your commentary, buddy. Well, okay, yeah, thanks for that final and very much accurate and well presented map analysis there, highway to map. We will complete this game out with the final bit of commentary. So we have got a lovely spread of blueberries right now. Very nice. The recon plane will be fairly beneficial for the Allies, however, not sure how effective it's going to be in aiding the push. As Axis are holding gardens fairly well. They've got a few MGs sitting about. They've got Infinite, De Bizzo, whatever he's called. Sorry, lad. And then Dave, who's watching from A Network. And then we've even got the likes of Party Boy is hunting down. Oh, he's found the half track. He's found the half track, which is not deployed, right? Oh no, it says it's the other team. I don't see it as deployed. But it has now got a satchel on, and this might work in Party Boy's favour. I'm not sure how the timing's going to work here. This is going to be close. Nah, he's going to get that. That's going to be disarmed. All he had to do was sit next to it. That's all he had to do. Hang on, let's see. It'd have gone boom. Oh my god. That would have been one of the best plays, one of the best satchels I've ever seen. Party Boy, just don't watch this back, because that, all you had to do was pro next to it and wait. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of how unreal that would have been. I mean, they've all been taken out by other means, but that could have been like a 10-man satchel kill, and the commander, and the half-track. Holy shit. Rockets away from Flaming, trying to get that half-track offline. Half-track is now smoked up by Baron to cover its location. However, a spawn wave has come in to deal with it. They are aware of the half-track's location. There is also, very interestingly, P4 flanking all the way up. Let's go and see. Let's see how sneaky they're being. It's western map edge. Sorry, the Sherman. Sorry, wrong team. The Sherman. The Sherman sneaks up. It has the Tiger in its sights. It shoots the back end of the Tiger. The Tiger turns. Is the Tiger going to get the shot off early? Oh no! The Sherman gets the better of the Tiger by flanking the long way around the map. Airhead comes out with just 4 minutes left on the clock. Is this going to be enough for Allies to contest? Bombing run comes out over the half-track spawn. This is going to be beautiful. There's a lot of things going on. We've got a bombing run and an airhead. And an airhead down. Okay, so I think... Alright, okay. I think this airhead is Allies, which is now locked out by Frank. He's waited for the bombing run to move. That is the Allies airhead dealt with. That is going to be dead in the water. And the... Okay, both half-tracks destroyed. Yes, both half-tracks destroyed. However, outposts are down for Allies. The point is contested. 3 minutes remaining. Got 1 minute for the cap wait to begin. Axis have got their last resort airhead dropping down onto point. There has been a ping onto it, probably saying, please spawn on this airhead as soon as possible and build a garrison. There is no way of getting immediately to the dugout strong point for Axis forces right now. The Sherman may be the turning force here. Driver's made a little bit of an error there by plonking it into a trench. All of the commander abilities are coming out right now. Both airheads have been taken down. Both bombing runs were used. We've got a strafe run. Wouldn't surprise me we've seen both strafe runs. We've got recon planes coming out now. Recon plane out for Axis does highlight the 76 tank, which is moving in thick and fast towards Dugout. Dugout gets a spawn wave off of an outpost. Dog squad, everyone squad hop in there to jump on defense as fast as possible. 10 seconds for the cap. Okay, the cap is progressing with 2 minutes left on the clock. This is going to be tight. Reverting back and going back the other way. This is nail biting stuff. Okay, if this goes back to full blue, it's game, set and match, and there we go. That is game over. 1 minute 50 left with a full blue bar at the top of your screens there. That is game over. Axis are victorious, winning 3-2, or maybe even 4-1. Sorry, I've just spotted that Battery has got an attack going on, which has taken advantage of the desperation of Allies to attack Dugout. There, just 3 units sat in the strong point with the cap weight onto Battery, but it has been reverted. I don't think they're going to be successful there, but it was a smart play to get players to just be pulled back. So let's watch this one out. You know, I'll sit back, relax, let you guys just enjoy the rest of the show. Really, are we going to have any blue chat shenanigans going on? Nope, we got players just playing to the very end just to improve their KD, reduce their deaths, and of course increase their ego. Not pointing any fingers. Oh, I got 100 kills. Oh, 100 kills in one game. Oh, look at me. Look at me with my bull cut. So good at the game. Look at me. I can stand on a bush and aim down sight at people who are already dead, and then lean, looking at no one. God, I'm so good at the game. Guys, look at me. I'm so good, right? I'm not going to fire a single bullet before the end of the game. I don't want to die because I don't want to get out of position. I'm such a good player at the game. Oh, on 1 second. On 1 second, 1 bullet. Very good, very good. Oh, the green screen is fucked up in the very last moments of the game, right? Do you know what, right? Purely for the attempt of that amazing play that could have been and should have been and would have been. My God, Party Boy is my player of the match. I've no, what's the word? I've no shame in saying that. Party Boy is my player of the match. I'll go through the other team and find someone for the losing side's MVP as well. Firstly, though, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you who watched to the end. Axis were victorious in that one, 3-2. Played very well. Great push onto the 4th point to get players to pull back. Do you know what? Rybury got stuck in. And he is HLLE, I just saw. Molester was in the mix quite a lot. Do you know what? Let's give it to Molester. Molester, hate saying that, but Molester's my losing team's player of the match, and the winning team was Party Boy. So well done to both sides. Great match, great fight. Love to see it going back and forth, and only the initial point and then 1 flip. So yeah, you know it's a tight game when that's the way things end. But anyway, I've been your host, Howard Heel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Over and out.